Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Things are balanced very finely right now. I feel as though the entire Empire is sort of on the edge of a blade. But we can make it from here. I think we can do this. So this has got to get resolved. Now, it'll let me attack right now, and I think a big part of the reason that I have such a bad balance of power bar here is that the only way we get in on this is we have to wait for the catapult to bash down a portion of the wall, or we have to just sprint at the wall with ladders. And, being that these are elves, they have, what, 4 units of these guys, plus 4 units of archers here, plus 2 more units of archers here, all of whom could be posted on the walls. I think it behooves us to go ahead and build some siege equipment and just do this a little bit slower. As much as I don't want this army committed any longer than they have to be, let's build 3 siege towers. That should be enough that no matter what happens, there's no way they can bring them all down. We'll commit 4 turns to this siege. As soon as the siege tower is finished, we go, and it should be a slaughter.
Fight my brothers!
I think that's right. Man, you can't say the Skaven don't have a lot of personality. I think somebody commented on one of the earlier videos that when we go back to playing other forces, they're gonna miss the twitching and the chattering, and honestly, me too. Like, very, very strong identity, these guys. Alright, let's get some more ambush chance. So we know that we can't see the exact status of these units, but we know they're pretty messed up. We can see the exact status of these units, and we know they're pretty messed up. This army's going to ride to reinforce from the mouth of Cerveza, but we messed them up pretty badly. I'm wondering if we could take these guys. I think I had asked them to target this army, so we'll let them do that. Oh, we had to deal with this too. So let's change you to normal movement. Actually, it looks like he can make it all the way to the Sentinel in time. Okay. We gotta refill his army a little bit. So he needs... Really, he just needs... filler. I guess we could get another siege unit or 2. That would be okay. And they're relatively easy to recruit here, so we may as well. We don't have all the money in the world, but our upkeep will support... Yeah, we'll be fine. So we need to put 6 more units in here. We have Plague Monks, we have Storm Vermin. I'm going to grab a unit of Censer Bearers. And then that'll leave us, over the next 2 turns, 4 slots, which will take us up to 19 units. And we've got we can get a hero in here or something. So let's do that. We still have never gotten to use a Hell Pit Abomination. I think the Warpfire Throwers are cool, but they're maybe just like a little bit too slow. We don't have a huge number of options for ranged units, but the Death Globe Bombardiers seem to be doing a great job. We'll let them fill. So we're going to be fighting lizards a lot. Let's get spears. Alright, so in 2 turns we'll be almost refilled. What's the story of my hero capacities right now? I have room for another Plague Priest. I don't have room for a Warlock Engineer. I can't summon Assassins here. Assassins come from Guacmal? Yeah. But we do have room for one. My thinking is just that we don't need a Plague Priest, obviously, because he's a caster himself, Titchit. He doesn't have all the Plague Priest stuff, though. He has his own stuff. I mean, his stuff is fine. Yeah, we won't recruit another caster. But, you know, I will grab an assassin for his army. That's how we'll round him out. So, who's the best assassin? Poison attacks plus ambush success chance. This is very scary. Considering that we already have 30% bonus to our ambush success chance, we'll be landing a lot of those. Ooh, that's pretty cool. He carries around his own supply of warpstone, but no, let's get cunning. Cunning seems valuable. And honestly, poison attacks are very significant. So we won't need to get this. Let's get his replenishment abilities, and of course, murder. Always murder. Alright, they'll meet up on the road. One of our warlock engineers can pick up his thing. I had to start using those guys more appropriately. Where do I want you to go? I'm a little concerned that the Clan Moor's armies might fall back now that they're losing territory to Mazdamundi. Yeah, whatever. He's not really helping us anyway.
To land.
So now, Ulcess. If we turned right around and attacked this force, I think we could beat them. The question is, could we beat them while remaining healthy enough to still fight these guys when they come after us? Because they're replenishing fairly quickly. This army has a real dearth of ranged weapons, so 2 units of flyers in the enemy army is a little concerning. Although a large portion of the enemy army is either large or skinks. So we have warp lightning cannons for the large guys, and skinks are just not that great at fighting Skaven, frankly. I do want to just turn around and take him.
All tales are mine.
Are the walls... Wall strength is 100. Really?
My packs.
Oh yeah, they came out and attacked us. That's right, that's how that battle happened. We do have a Plague Priest. We could pull our Plague Priest. We could pull our Plague Priest, have him attack the walls, and then just go in with 19 units. I don't like not having the Plague Priest.
Magic.
Their garrison doesn't have much in the way of ranged units. I guess they have a lot of chameleon skinks. You know what? Let's just go for it.
Stab, stab, die, die.
I think we can make ourselves a hole. I also think it's really important to win this battle by as much as possible, so let's bring the 1 unit of extra menace below that we're allowed. I think we can do this. We'll make a hole in the wall with the warp lightning cannons. I think it's really important that we do this before they get reinforced. I'm much less afraid of these 2 forces separately than I am of them together. I think for probably pretty obvious reasons. Now, unfortunately, this is a straight wall settlement rather than a corner wall settlement. I like the corner wall ones because there's a spot you can stand where you can't be shot by towers, but you can shoot at the corner of the wall and make a hole. Here, we probably are not going to be making a hole so much as just pushing forward with ladders. We have a lot of shield guys, and I think they tend to shoot at the people in front. So we'll have the shield guys rush the wall, everybody else pushes up behind them, and our ranged, our siege stuff, we gotta try to put in a position where it can quickly get out of being shot. And then once we have a little bit more control of the place, we can wheel it in and figure things out from there. This is maybe a bad idea, and I might lose this army. I doubt I would lose the army here, but you know what I mean. If we go for this, and we are repelled, or we take too many losses, and then that other army sweeps in on us next turn, that could be bad. I don't know how the walls work. If we take this without destroying a portion of the walls should be at 100% for us when we defend the place, right? I don't know that it actually does work that way, but it certainly should, right? 23 is great. So if we start all of our siege stuff over here, we could just shoot the wall, but actually, let's grab the siege stuff. Put it right here. It's a shame we only have the 1 catapult. Let's actually put the warp lightning cannons like this, the catapult like this. I want to be absolutely sure we cannot be shot by that tower. I don't think their cones are wide enough to affect that area. We take all of the clan rats, put them right here, rush forward into the corner as fast as possible. All the plague monks over here, similar plan, but I want the plague monks to be unshootable because they're powerful and useful and also very fragile. And then all of our characters can just kind of be in this pocket here. Okay. Let's issue these orders. Yes, put up ladders all over these walls. Let's I'm going to basically do that, but let's do that by running forward to here-ish. I mean, like, as out of range of this thing as possible. You guys also just try to get over here. Alright. Because we can probably clear the shooting area of this tower pretty quickly, right? Yeah, it's only got a little bit of an angle on us right now, and it will be out of it soon enough. We'll have to endure fire from the skinks on the walls, but I'm not that worried about the javelins. They don't really do that much damage. What is taking so long on these catapults? Should the catapult not be firing right now? I feel like the catapult should be... Okay, it's firing. Take that, wall. Looks like they are ceding the wall to us. It's an interesting plan. They'll shoot up at us from there. We don't really have any ranged units, so I can't really take advantage of having the wall. Yeah, okay. It's not a bad idea. So, now the warp lightning cannons. Now that we've pushed them off the walls entirely, let's wheel the warp lightning cannons to a place where they can start making an opening. We don't need the opening for any of our characters except the Plague Priest, and obviously the Plague Priest will be doing his job by getting, like, right here and shooting spells over the wall. Okay, and actually, if they're going to completely abandon this, we can put up more ladders. Let's get guys up on this wall. So they have an almost full health unit of Croxagors. Well, they're retaking the wall. Strange choice. Please don't catapult the ladders. Okay. So they have chosen to get on the walls to oppose my Plague Priest, maybe? Let's have him pull back to here so that he's not in range of both of those units. And... oh, you, go here. I can't drop this on the wall, can I? No, I totally can, actually. Okay, hold on. But I probably don't, right? I, like, drop it over here. Just make life miserable for these guys, because we have to be on that wall. I have to go up there. I could also summon rats through the wall. I can't put them on the wall, but I can summon them on the other side with Vermintide. Alright. Stuff to keep in mind. It's not going to be my primary plan right now. The assassin's going to want to get up on the wall. The warlock engineer is... I'm a big dummy. The warlock engineer is going to fall back to his cannons, where he should be. And then we can start moving the plague monks up a little bit. Maybe not that far, because they'll be in shooting range of the tower. Yeah, that should be fine. None of them should be able to get shot from the tower. Warlord up to the side. Okay. Okay, that guy has an angle, but nobody else does somehow. This is a good distraction. I'm a little concerned that if I don't specifically issue the attack order, they just won't attack, so let's do that. Keep the Plague Priest close so that he periodically pulses a little bit of violence. Oh. I forgot. I keep forgetting all about this dumb thing. The summonable cold ones, which is, I think, really just bizarre. They didn't have this at first. I'm assuming it must be a thing that skinks can't get until the skink priests get pretty late or something. Alright, well, apparently fall back. I didn't think that they were going to wait until they had rolled all the way into combat range or wait until they had rolled into tower range to start firing, because we know they don't have to, because one of them didn't. Use the ladder. There we go. We're just going to take the wall, make it dense with rats. Okay. And I think I'm going to Vermintide through the wall here. I guess the Croxagores are just... If I do that, the Croxagores are just going to immediately eat those guys. But we could do it and then do a Bless with Filth, like right here, so it catches those rats and all our guys on the wall, makes that fight a little faster. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and put a Vermintide down right here. Looks like it won't affect the guys on the wall, maybe? Well, that's fine. It should still affect these guys. Alright, fight where you can fight. Just do damage. Just any amount of damage is good. It's a shame all of the tower defenses are only pointed outward. Because wouldn't it be nice if we could turn them inward? Okay, well, we're slowly working on the gate. Actually, not even that slowly. We're doing a lot of damage to that gate. Okay, so... They'll move out of this, but they have to stop firing to move. Actually, it did some pretty good impact damage. Alright. We don't have a lot of places to run to now. That actually did some pretty okay damage. Alright, the wall is ours. Which means we need to get down here quickly. We need the clan rats to mix it up with the Croxagores so we can have the plague monks come in behind the Croxagores. In particular, we need spears. We need our plague monks, especially the sensor bearers, to hit the dudes in the back. Where's the other unit of sensor bearers? Get in there, distract them. Yeah, this infinite summoning on the backlines thing that's supposed to be my deal. That's what makes my army special. It really sucks that the lizardmen also get it. So these are temple guards. These are skinks. They don't really have a lot of stuff in reserve here. I don't think we have to save a lot of resources. Actually, this is probably a pretty good time, though, to bring on the first group of plague monks. Alright. Let's get down here and mix it up with these temple guards. I really do need people to get on the damn sources. I don't know what is taking so long. Or sources, the Croxagores. Okay, this should be good for us. Get those guys. We're still working the gate. Still working the gate. Slowly. These guys are currently engaged in this fight, and that's fine. What? My mouse cursor is here. Okay, well it just cast my very important wither in a place that is not at all where I clicked, so that's annoying. We'll poison everybody's weapons. This will help. But stripping all of the armor off of the Temple Guard and the Croxagores was what I really needed there, and it extremely sucks that the game decided I didn't need it. This seems like a good place for this. Alright, here come... Man, it's taken us a long time to get off the damn wall after being repeatedly issued orders to get off the damn wall. Okay. Alright. We could be winning this a little bit more thoroughly. I'm becoming concerned. Keep the poison running. Keep the poison running. The significant debuff from the poison helps to make our bad units fight their much better units in a profitable way. I seriously need you... I need you guys to get off of the walls. This is, like, really important. Please. Okay. So there's Temple Guards over there. Not interceding, which I think is a mistake on their part. Alright, really surround them. Just get all the way in there. Okay. Well, my crews are bailing. No sense in keeping this guy back here anymore. Yeah, it's especially weird that, like, the casters don't have to be anywhere near the summoning site to summon those cold ones. Like, that is just completely the Skaven thing in an army that doesn't have any of the drawbacks of the Skaven. So basically, we need to use when using our Plague Priests. When using our Plague Priests to eliminate enemy heroes, we gotta favor these Skink Priest guys very heavily, because they are a tremendous force multiplier. Do not let that guy get away. Okay. Well, we're winning, slowly. Please don't go fight those those Temple Guards by yourself. Alright, pretty much just get over here. This is the way we're going. We're traveling this way through the city center. And the Plague Priest can go and... Oh, he can get through the door. I'm not sure if I want to put him through the door. But he can at least get over here and be able to... Nope, never mind. They instantly reclosed the door as soon as I noticed it was open. Well, I can still get over here and at least, like, Plague has a pretty good range and stuff. We might be able to get something done through the wall. Alright, so... What is this? This is Horned Ones. You guys can just do that. And that aside, this isn't very complicated. Pretty much just charge. We'll figure it all out when we get there. Okay. Oh, except sensor barriers maybe not in front.
Tails forward. We move.
I don't even mind normal plague monks being in front. I just don't want the sensor barriers to be in front.
We move. Right, fierce, baby.
Get over here. Get up on that wall and open this gate for me. Yeah, I might totally be able to shoot spells into the central square area. So we want to... Okay, a lot of these guys are actually pretty low on health. I think this is an okay time to do this. I was going to say we want to get these guys engaged and then use Menace Below, but actually, so many of their actual fighting units are already so injured. Yep. Poison weapons for everyone.
Good orders. Yes, master. Studying.
Okay, we got him. This is over. It's just a matter of time. Oh, they panicked again when just trying to get close to the wall. I was like, who else rallied out here? But it was the same guys re-rallying after a brand new show of cowardice. Alright, let's chase these dudes off. He's not afraid of you. Oh. Oh. Surprise! You don't want to come this way. Get in there, get in there. Wait. Oh, the door started to close in front of them. Why is it so hard to get them to take a wall order? You tell them to move directly into the wall and they can't figure out that that means to use the ladders on the wall. Looks like we're going to lose these sensor bearers if I don't execute some kind of plan over here. The assassin is dramatically losing to a random guy from a garrison. That's disheartening. He's not a very high-level assassin, in his defense. These temple guards are just like... They may as well be immortal. These things are a real pain in the ass. Can we try to get... I'm going to try to move some of our units out around them, because I think part of the problem is that the sensor bearers are probably not really getting to hit them very much, because they're getting blocked by the rest of our units. Okay. No, wait. You guys do that. You guys hit these guys in the back. There may only be a couple of you, but get something done.
Lord of Skaven Light.
Why can't I tell them to move through the open gate? I don't understand this. They're fleeing through the gates. They threw the gates open so as to flee through them. So you would think that I would then be able to advance through those gates. Oh, he is taking the order. It's not registering the orders on the map. He's moving. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they're pretty much dead. It's just a matter of slowly wearing down these temple guards. The cold ones are giving up. We're driving these guys out. Yeah, it's just like... The door opened again. He's gonna sit there and attack it while it's open. Oh my god. He finally received an order. I saw the little yellow arrow come up. Would you guys get over here? Do the thing I'm telling you to do. You cannot all be hung up on the temple guards. There aren't enough of them. There are so many of us. These guys are standing their ground and just fighting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this gate, I think, might be bugged. Because it definitely was showing as open, but I just couldn't... It must have been actually closed, logically. But... No, it couldn't have been, because they ran through it. They definitely opened it, and I just couldn't also go through it, which is bizarre. Anyway, we now have fewer than 600 rats to defend this settlement. The only good news here is that the walls are still intact, and the force that is going to come and try to take it from us is pretty damaged. So we lost the catapults and the damaged unit of warp lightning cannons. The good news is, if they don't get over here and siege us immediately, we'll have recovered enough that we're in no danger, basically. Which I do have some hope for. They might want to stay put and just replenish. Pick up Doom Rocket, even though I don't remember it being particularly exciting. Still totally could be. Got our Plague Furnace, we've got our Warpstone tokens. We should probably upgrade the spells that I like. Cheapening Wither and Bless with Filth, especially when we're going to be fighting a lot of dinosaurs, is probably the way to go here. We have got to bring their units down to the level of our units, basically. Okay, Rat Surge respawns in the worst position possible. We'll get there. Wall strength is 95. That's true. I did, at one point, once hit the walls with a catapult. Well, let's go ahead and start building stuff. What do I want to build at rank 1 here? I guess a growth building to try to get us to the point where we can build additional defensive structures quickly. Alright, what rights are available to me? Oh, the dominating scheme's available again. Absolutely. So we actually should... Back to here. Recruitment costs just went down by 25%. So we should unrecruit all of these things. And re-recruit them now at a somewhat lower cost.
All hail, horned rat!
And then spears. Okay. Alright, then we just have a quick look over our territory to make sure that everything is in a sensible place. The capes. Red and going down. Fix it. Headhunter's jungle is red and going down. I mean, not a lot we can do about that right now. Probably stop taxing it, though. Let's not make it worse any faster than we have to, because we really don't have time to come back and put down a rebellion. Yeah, and then this is going to be messed up for a while, because there's constant fighting going on here. And actually, public order is in a good place pretty much everywhere else. We've gotten to the point now where we can counter the effects of our poor food with infrastructure. How are things going over here? Okay, this army's ready to move. I don't know if they want to. We could go grab the Skull Reef. Let's grab the Skull Reef. I think we should be able to land again. The Banner of Verminous Scurrying. Wow, I will not be equipping that. But also 10,000 gold. Okay. Oh, we didn't even use enough move to have to go into March mode. Good stuff. 10,000 money is good. We actually can use that to upgrade the port over here. We had just run out of money for it. Okay. What other regions could still use upgrades? We have quite a bit of money to play with. Well, we have some money to play with. We already have plans within plans unlocked, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we are no longer locked on any technologies, in fact. I mean, unlocked in the sense of, you know, buildings. So I don't need this for the building, and it's a lot of money to spend right now. Let's wait on it. Thrice Cursed Peak can be re-taxed. Did a good job of building up public order over there. This place also can be taxed, although honestly I don't know if it's worth it. Let's let it recover. Oh, we should definitely build a defensive structure here though. That's extremely worth our money. And then we're not taxing this place. Yeah, there's no real money here, and we're running the food thing anyway, so there wouldn't be a point in turning on taxation. So we don't really need the bell upgraded, but I suppose we should upgrade the bell just in case we get negative approval coming in from somewhere else. Also, I would rather have the defensive structure starting up than the next level of the bell starting up. Okay. So these guys are doomed. It's just going to take a little while to make that battle winnable safely. And then, really everything is now the fight against Hexoatl until more Lore Master armies show up on our shores, I guess. Wow, that is a cool looking hero. What is that? Yeah, don't damage my walls. I need these. What's wrong with you? That's a skink priest, I think, riding on the back of some kind of giant triceratops? Dude, lizardmen have really cool units. Yes! Okay. I don't love that he took that, but I do love that he killed that army. We'll figure all that stuff out later. It's going to make my life a little bit more difficult that I now don't have full control of that province. Can we maybe fast forward this? But the fact that there is no longer a lizardman army there replenishing has saved me a lot of trouble. That right there was worth all the wrangling for the defensive alliance. And also, there's not really a risk with the defensive alliance here because we're already at war with every faction that he could reasonably put us into conflict with. Okay, wait. The Rite of Awakening. A Slan Mage priest is now ready to lead an army. Oh. That's something to be concerned about.
Think of command.
Okay, he's almost home.
To land.
Skink priests. Always. Forever now. It doesn't look like it really matters which one. Let's try to take out this one.
Die, thing.
Failure. Infecticay, you should be ashamed of yourself. The Altar of the Horned Rat definitely needs its upgrades as quickly as they will come. So we gotta go take the marks of the old ones. Good news is, that's something that shouldn't even be difficult anymore. So do I want to... Do I want to divert this army down here now to prevent them from reinforcing that? Like summoning up an army from there? Probably not. I think we can wait. We'll have Titchett take that on his way up. So this army... we could just grab a couple units of Skaven slaves and start moving, or... No, let's get our siege equipment back. It's expensive. Do we have siege structures in this region? Yeah, we totally do. Okay, so the thing that really makes sense for him is to go to Quetzal and recruit his siege engines from there. Yeah, considerably cheaper as well. Death Runners. Alright, we're working on it. We'll get Death Runners. We'll get everything.
All tales are mine.
Yeah, I feel like the siege, or the artillery stuff is, like, really important. I don't love going broke, but we do need to get the walls up here. And unfortunately, we're really not in much of a position to run a... what do you call it? To run a ritual. Once this is resolved, maybe? We're never going to get a time of actual peace. It's just not going to happen. And we got to get these going. So yeah, once Skrolk has dealt with this, we'll move a couple armies into our backfield, sort of, and we'll figure it all out from there. Alright, let's watch these lizard men move around. These guys have been sitting just about here for like a really long time, haven't they? I'm curious what the purpose of that army is. Oh. Yeah, if you click a tiny, tiny amount outside the movement area for a unit, it won't tell you that it doesn't have a move order, despite the fact that it effectively does not have a remove order. And then it will just not move very much on its on your next turn. I think that's maybe one of the worst features of the game. In Endless Legend, if you gave a hero a move order that would only consume part of his turn, and I think in Civ too, in pretty much every strategy game, if a unit does that, if they automatically take a partial move that they had queued up, they then prompt you for the rest of the move at the end of it. Ooh. Lord Mazdamundi walked into the shadows with an army and walked back out by himself. So something happened over there. I'm very curious what it is. So we probably only need, I'm guessing, about 2 stacks to keep the lizards at bay. We're only really under attack from one direction right now. So if we can get 2 stacks in the northwest pushing against the lizards, we can use the rest of our armies for defense from the armies that will spawn when we do the ritual. So we're actually pretty close to being able to do the ritual. We'll be able to do another one right after. And if those both go off, well, we'll almost be caught up. Alright, so real quick, diplomacy. There was a rogue army that was showing up pretty positive to me. No, I guess not. These guys don't like me at all. They hate all my enemies, and they hate all my friends. They just hate everybody. Weird. Okay, there's no potential trade agreements that I'm missing here. Nope, everybody that we like that we can trade with, we are trading with. Because we are still, you know, we're not like mega secure on money. How's the Fortress of Dawn doing? It's 4 turns until the port is upgraded? Jeez. Oh, we are about to have the spice market back, though, and that'll help. The 80 income actually will put us positive, and then we can figure stuff out from there. Okay, we did it. Causes fear when fighting against lizardmen. Unfortunately, unlikely to really come into play. But a good reason to maybe sometimes send our army priests out. Alright, so let's just have him... We'll give him move all the way to land orders.
Listen to me,
okay.
Me.
Titchett didn't ask for orders, despite the fact that he definitely needs them.
All hail Honedrat.
So he's going to crush this he's going to crush this place. He's going to get us this province. And then... like, this stack and this stack here should be enough to fight the lizards, and I guess we should maybe try to clear this stuff out a little bit, too. I have a lot of targets.
Master of Seers. Spread far, scum.
Okay, so we'll wrap that up. The Mouth of Creveza is in the same province as Axolotl. Okay, that's not even a big deal. I'm not that worried about that. I was thinking that it was breaking up this province, which would have been kind of a bummer. Because this province has a lot of... I was thinking that, you know, this was one of the important trade goods and stuff, but no, we still managed to hold on to the Vampire Coast, which is very lucrative. And I guess with that, we're done for the turn. That was a short one. Still got a lot of time going on this. Yeah, I guess we're just waiting. We need to take the Mine of Bearded Skulls back, though. I really appreciate that the College of Pyrotechnics hasn't taken it. I wouldn't mind if they got the hell out of whatever that place is called. Okay, it looks like we've injured his army badly enough that he is now fleeing. Which is probably a good thing. And obviously, we'll want to get this from the New World colonies at some point, but man, I don't want to be in another war right now. I don't even really want the war we have. I don't know what we're going to do with Otherlock. Maybe, you know what? Otherlock should probably come up and take command of one of the northern armies. Because we have these random, inexperienced guys. Otherlock, first of all, can dramatically reduce our payouts by taking over one of these armies because he has 23% income reduction. And secondly, he'll make the army actually better. Titchett is at this point an established force. He gets to maintain his army. It'll be one of these two to the north. Alright, run him down, nice and easy. We don't want a ton of new settlements, but I do want this one. So that we can have control of the Altar province. Okay. Ooh, I'm not going to spend any money right at this second. We are a little bit negative, just very slightly negative. Okay, we'll take Lightning Strike here. So we're about to get Renowned and Feared on Titchett. That'll help. It's another upkeep reduction. So I really want him, like, up here by whatever route is going to make that happen the most quickly.
What does Playlord wish?
Alright, keep your eye on these guys. This should almost certainly be a food province, even though there is reasonable taxable income here. We should hold off on it. We're going to have to fight a rebellion in a second here with Titchett. We're saving that money for right now. We're also saving that money for right now. That's not important. Do we have wood? Is lumber one of my trade goods right now? Actually, no. Okay, so the value of building the woodman's hut is probably pretty significant. This is Great Seer. This is the guy who's about to get replaced. Probably him, right? You're level 7. This guy's only level 6. And his army has a Plague Priest in it because he's a fighter. So actually, this guy's the most natural replacement. Oh, and they're done recruiting. Let's move them up into a position where they can help to push back these armies. We should probably take this one too. It being a ritual currency site and everything. We're going to end up negative on food. Again. It's a shame, but I think it's right. Hey, if we have to just live in the bottom rank of the food meter, foodometer, then so be it. It doesn't look to me like we're going to be able to crawl out. I thought we had a chance. I saw the 2 pastures, but I think we're still going to end up negative. Because we have to focus on ritual currency above all else. So right now, we're reading as more powerful than Hexawaddle. And again, the game dramatically overvalues Lizardman units and dramatically undervalues Skaven units, as far as I've been able to tell. So if the bar is reading in our favor, that means it's actually massively in our favor. So this is the time to push. We'll push our 2 armies at that stack, the stack that's gathered here. Take that settlement, and then we'll just raise all the land between us and them. It doesn't prevent me from, or it doesn't prevent other people from coming in and resettling. It doesn't even prevent Hexawaddle from coming in and resettling, but I'm way more worried about Hexawaddle than I am about any of these other forces. Yeah, see, when it flipped past those guys, it did in fact... okay, people are ready for duty. It did in fact show them as being friendly to us, which I guess it shouldn't be doing since it's not actually true.
Chieftains to me. Now we get it.
Alright, well, underway. These guys are going to have to march really hard. It looks to me like the only way we're going to get this done is... yeah, they're not going to give me military access. We'll just deal. Looks to me like the only way we're going to get this battle going with both of our stacks is these guys are going to have to march again next turn to get in range, and then we just normal attack with these guys. And we are going to have to do battle like pretty soon because I need a win. I need money. Oh, we're ready for this now. Okay. So we have 3 constructed siege towers, and their walls are only at 77% in the first place. Okay, let's do this.
Fight my brothers!
I don't have any food. Do I want to try to do a lesser battle somewhere else to get more Menace Below charges?
Time to attack!
Hold on. That may actually not even be a thing I can try.
Laws of decay.
You're fine right where you are. We really can't afford to spend any money right now.
Envoy of council. Of betrayal.
Let's intentionally provoke a rebellion so that we can fight the rebel army.
Red mage.
A little bit of free XP, a little bit of free money and food.
Us with faith.
What do you want to do? I definitely don't want to... Yeah, I definitely don't want to try to carry out any woundings or anything this turn. I can't afford it. So we'll go spy on these settlements over here. I love that you can see the plague furnaces in the distance. Okay. Yeah, I guess we don't have any other resources. We don't have any way of generating food.
Unleash pupils.
So we'll just do this with only 2 charges.
Unleash corruption.
Right, I'm certain I can do a better job of this manually than the AI would do. Or than the auto-resolver would do. Honestly, if the battles actually did simulate with AI, I'm also certain that would go much better than the auto-resolver usually does. Interesting. The way that the map here is built, we actually could have done this without siege towers, right? Just have the army split into forces, be on the extreme edges, and then run up and put ladders on these walls. But I guess this is the elves, not the lizard men. We actually have to worry about a significant volume of archer fire as we approach. Fortunately, they do not fight very well once we actually get up on them. Especially not against Skrolk. Ooh, 21's good. I like 21. So, we've got our 6 siege towers because we have the double building thing. Is it a tech? I can never remember what that comes from. Okay, and mostly it's plague monks inside of them, which I like. First of all, it protects the plague monks. And secondly, it means that they get to be on the first on the walls, so they get to cut through the relatively undefended... I'm describing elf warriors here as undefended. That's maybe a little uncharitable. How do I want to do this? Do I want to gather up my... Yeah, I probably want to gather up my towers, right? Like, let's put the towers into as small of an area as possible. I think we can fit 3 towers to a wall segment. The idea here, of course, being to make it so that the smallest possible number of arrows, smallest total number of arrows, can hit the towers. And then catapults are actually good where they are. And all of you guys need to be over here a little bit more. Okay. We just charge the wall. Oh, no, I cannot fit as many things to a wall segment as I thought. And we can't put things anywhere near the gate. Well, that really sucks. Alright, I'm just going to have this guy sort of run up to here, and if one of the other towers gets killed, he can fill in. And we'll let the towers go first. We'll start moving our other units in behind them. And of course, the catapults have range. They'll just kill stuff indiscriminately. Or they'll miss, but they'll also do that indiscriminately. So it's the only way we do anything. I can't even tell. Are they shooting at the towers? I think they might just be shooting at my guys. Actually, let's move the catapults over a little bit. I want the catapults to be in a position such that when we take control of these two towers, they are no longer being shot at. I'm going to keep issuing move forward orders, but I don't want there to be any situation where people are in front of the towers, because the towers just freak out pretty hard and do not do a good job of docking with the walls when that happens. Alright, looks like they're actually going to let all of our towers dock. None of them are very low on health. This guy's the lowest. Our catapults are actually doing a lot more damage to our towers than anybody on their team. Okay, so we probably want to start firing the catapults just kind of into the city in general. Actually, focus on these guys on those walls there. Or I'm about to dock with those walls. These guys? These guys. Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, everybody get in here. You guys get out of your siege equipment and then get in here. Alright, so Skrolk himself is up on the walls. Maybe that was a bad idea. So good. Oh, we should definitely do this. You guys engaging in stuff now. Melee defense, so we could wither. I think probably it's better to just drop like a poison over here. We have a pretty overwhelming advantage on this side. I'm not too worried about the outcome of this one. Alright, let's have the catapult start shooting a little deeper into the city, probably. We almost have control of their towers. Yeah, let's roll the catapults up. Trying to get these guys to a little out of the way position here. I don't want our Globadiers taking damage unnecessarily. They will have an important role as this thing drags on. Once these dudes are dead, we can fall in on these ones over here. We might be able to squeeze a couple guys past them right now, even. Alright, those guys are shattered. It's the flag with the skull is, I believe, the permanent one. Doesn't allow them to get back in. Come on, guys. Everybody in. Catapults are rolling up. Alright, so do we want to get down there now? I think we probably should commit something. Actually, they don't have any ranged units down here. Oh, never mind. Oh, they have ranged units all the way back here, though. I was going to say, we should go over there to stop their ranged units from getting in on us. Or from shooting at us for free, but we'll just endure one archer unit worth of fire for the moment. Alright, so yeah, like a single unit of Plague Monks trivially defeats 3 units of archers. Alright. I guess let's commit. Trying to get our walls arranged in a sensible fashion here. Alright, and once we're committed to the fight against these guys, we can start using spells properly. Actually, these guys, I'm giving them a lot of conflicting orders right now. Okay. This seems like the time to start putting down the big magic. So first of all, we're going to filth. This should affect some of those guys too. Give us all some buffs, and then we are going to summon the unit of Plague Monks right here. There's a point where my camera sinks down a lot. That's actually very annoying, because I don't have very good control over the height of the camera in the first place. Alright, and now that this is pretty committed, let's go ahead and disturb these archers. I am tired of you contributing to this fight. Get them, guys. They're kind of getting them. A lot of those archers are going pretty unmolested. Be cool if you could step it up a little. Can I please have people off the wall? You guys keep fighting here. A lot of dudes still getting broken down. Alright, let's get our ranged units up on the wall. I suppose Skrolk can come down here. He's actually a pretty good fighter. Why is it so hard to get these guys to get off the wall? Please get off the wall. Alright, we could roll our catapults actually into the city if we want. Yeah, their range could be better. Well, they're doing good work right now. Let's not distract them. Alright, get him! Get him! We're suffering some more significant losses than I would like, due to the fact that our Plague Monks are fighting face to face with dudes who are not even flanked a little bit. It's just terrible. Alright, Skrolk should probably, first of all, keep this buff up at all times. And secondly, this seems like a really good time for a plague. We can plague deep in their formation. They're in a position where it's going to be difficult for them to withdraw. That's having some effect on their morale, for sure. We'll just wait for the plague to end before we move in on them. Okay. Yeah, I think this is basically over. Skrolk, could you maybe get him? Actually, hold on. Let's use the Liber Bubonicus on him too. Yeah, Jesus, that's powerful. I mean, it shatters them right away, because they're like, oh my god, all the evil plague is upon me. So those guys are panicking just due to the fact that other panicking units are running past them. They gave up before we even got to the city square. Look at, a lot of the units are just fleeing the city entirely. Okay. Well, that's the outcome we were looking for. That's why I waited, was I wanted to crush this battle and come out of it almost in perfect health. So that's some good XP for our units. 202 kills on a unit of Plague Monks there. That is crazy. Yeah, good XP on some of our units. Remember that Plague Monks in this army that are level 6 are not benefiting from Skrolk's buff. So it's really important for us to get them to level 7 as quickly as we can, and this kind of thing should help. Alright.
Raise it, destroy it. Yes.
To the ground. What is an opal amulet? Oh, that's fine, I guess. Alright. Finally. Stuff is all set. If these guys want to come in and settle it, I am 100% down with that. That is absolutely fine. Well, now we have a little bit more money to work with. He's not exhausted anymore. That wore off. So we could go for another wound here. We could wound out one of their heroes. But if we do that, I won't be able to damage the walls next turn, or at least I'll have a pretty low chance of damaging the walls, so I think I'll wait. We have more money now, but that's too much. I do not want to spend that much. We have a rebellion here, which we are courting on purpose. And we're saving money everywhere else. The marks, the old ones... No, it's the Altar of the Horned Rat. We should build this, though. Start getting that big extra warp stone bonus. This isn't that expensive, but we do want to get walls up here. I know it's internal, but you saw how things were going at the beginning of the campaign. That's not enough to make it safe. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I think things are going well. I gotta say, I don't really know what's up with this this loyalty mechanic. It seems like it's trivial to keep all of your lords at high loyalty. We haven't put any effort into its maintenance. And maybe it has to do with the fact that I hired lords who were pretty loyal in the first place. But it just seems... It kind of seems like that mechanic is maybe not very important. Alright, so what's going on up here? Are these guys gonna... They want to do this. They just want to fight straight up. Well, I do think this is their best chance for survival. I don't think it's very good, though. So this is plus leadership. We'll just put it on some guys who got to be in the enemy units. And who's the toughest of our clan rats? I guess they're all pretty much equally tough. Alright, minus leadership on you guys. So let's just take all of the uses of Menace Below. If we can beat this army right here, this is going to completely break the Lizardmen's back. And of course we're going to have to do it manually, because if I hit the auto-resolve button, it's going to slaughter my army. So they have 2 of those Skink Priests, which means we have to leave at least 2 units of actual fighters. I guess they could just be spearmen, sitting back on the artillery, because otherwise they're going to get mobbed by invented cold ones. And unfortunately, Skink Priests are going to position themselves such that there's not really anything we can do to stop them. 22's good. Let's see here. Maybe like this? How deep into their spawn zone is that? It's pretty deep. And then we want to keep the artillery pretty close together so that the units that have to guard them can do an okay job. I'm going to put 2 units of spears like right within them. Okay. And then we'll use the other one sort of up the hill a bit to try to guard against flanks, because that's totally possible, right? They do have cavalry in the main army as well. Alright, they're coming to us. They have to fight us. That's the way this works. I'm going to put the slingers over here right in front of the siege units. We're just going to stand back here. I'm not going to try any fanciness with the forest because I'm bad at it. How do I want to position these units we have left? So we have all these plague monks. And then we have left you guys, who I guess we'll put 2 units of them down here at the bottom of the slope, to run in when the when the poor slingers get charged. I'll put one unit up here to just help defend against the flank. And the hero-type units can just pretty much go in the middle of the formation. Warlock Engineer goes near the artillery. This guy can be over here because he's fast enough to get across the battlefield. If it turns out he's not, we don't need anybody over there, which I think is somewhat likely. And then our seer can be right here, so everybody's within his circle, yeah. Okay. So, what is the story with... This thing has a 60-second warm-up time. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Let's turn off skirmish mode. Let's put these guys in guard mode. Actually, all those guys in guard mode. And the warp lightning cannons have to focus. Not bad. This army has slingers, so I'm a lot less worried about the flying units. But this guy has a serious weapon on his back, and we need to deal with that quickly. Yes! Good shooting! Yeah, so they're going to try to flank us. We didn't put any spears on this side. And I'm, you know, if our clan rats get cold one, then they get cold one. It's fine. My hidden units are revealed? Oh. I forgot that I have a unit of Skaven slaves. Run! Let's see if we can peel this force off. I'm gonna make a move like I'm threatening their priests, and we'll see if they respond to that in any way. I do kind of love the fact that I had units that were hidden even to me, though. I was about to fire his thing. Get him. $300 health. Okay. He's running now, but he's not permanently running. Okay. They spawned units right over here, so we're going to start fighting right over here. All right, the first thing we're doing is running some guys up this way. This Grey Seer probably doesn't want to directly engage in combat. He wants to poison all the weapons. This is just, yeah, for himself, so... Actually, you know what? It would be cool if the slingers would set up over here instead of the place where they ran to when I told them to attack. I mean, they took a very direct path. It's kind of my own fault. Okay, these guys are totally falling for it. Alright, I think things are going alright so far. This guy's not actually broken, so let's, yeah, just make sure he dies. Okay, now we need to give these guys a little bit better targeting. There's not actually anything large over here. They moved all of the large units. Oh, no. That's large. Yeah, that dies next. 9,600 health. That's going to take a minute. Okay, so we're all poisoned up. He should probably sort of fall back, not be on the front line of this engagement. He also should shoot Plague Breath at dinosaurs. It had no effect. Okay, Mike. Damn warp cannons. Alright. Send the melee units through. I'm going to move these guys down front and move these guys up this way a little bit. Let's have a catapult focus on the things that are going to remain at range. Okay, these guys are all about to fire. And is this a good time to start summoning? Probably. I can't believe all of my units immediately broke. Like, the slingers I get, but the melee units... These guys just aren't that dangerous. And it looks like we are, in fact, going to need my assassin down here. Okay. What? No, I don't have these guys selected anymore. I clicked on these guys. Okay, that's clan rats. Shoot. I was hoping it was the slingers. We need the slingers to, get their act back together. I guess for now, it's going to be pretty hard for our warp cannons to shoot that guy. Let's shoot this guy instead. Alright, keep spears over here. You guys probably need to move up. Alright. Wish we had better spells, or just more spells. We need to get some levels on this priest. Alright, Catapult's doing a fine job. Self-target the spell. Alright, we're getting a lot of ranged attacks on our spears. We're not moving or anything. This is where we are where we need to be. Actually, this could maybe even be over here a little bit more. Alright, these guys are breaking down very quickly. But the core of this army is actually pretty tough. They have a lot of health. We probably don't really need so many units on this. So what do I have devoted here? I have my assassin. My Gracier is not gaining anything by being over here, that's for sure. I'm trying to see stuff like this. My mouse cursor is in one place, and that place is not even within the area of the spell. And I know what's happening. It's that my mouse cursor is over one figure from a unit and is instead casting the spell on the center of that unit. But that is literally never a thing that I want it to do, right? Like, that is a 0% use case. I have no idea why it is even possible for it to work that way. Alright, keep those guys. So they moved their skink priests in, actually. Hold on, can I disengage my assassin and get one of these guys? Because I bet I could kill him. And then I'm going to disengage one of my units of plague monks as well. Actually, it looks like these guys are the ones that are freer. And again, like the fact that the banner is on a randomly selected figure instead of sort of the geographical center. How about the figure that's closest to the center of the unit's shape? Because you would look at this and say, oh, this unit's closer to the dinosaur. But they're really not. It's weird stuff. Probably people have mostly acclimated to this kind of stuff, but I haven't really played a lot of Total War, and I am not acclimated, and I don't like it. Alright, please get them off of the artillery. Caster on caster combat. Everybody's completely breaking because the dinosaur is putting all the terror on everybody. That really sucks. It really sucks that that's a thing that is happening. We actually can't win the battle if our troops refuse to fight. All right, let's move our group of spears forward. It looks like we're not actually going to have to defend the cavalry here. Okay, so we have some guys becoming available again who didn't take any damage in the first place. Just broke because enemies were nearby who were scary. So let's try to fix that problem. I hate losing control of my casters. Alright, actually, yeah. Focus on this. Get in on the temple guards. Alright, so these guys are dead, like broken. What's going on over here? Sure.
Clan rats. Corn rats will. Die.
I appreciate my guys trying to fire into melee with the, what are you doing? Crew your guns. My warriors are rallying, sort of, except that if they get anywhere near the enemy units, they will immediately run again, which is very annoying. Alright, what else can we do here? These guys are going to have to... See, they're keeping these guys back, right? And the whole idea here is they are going to ride in on the warp cannons the instant our spears engage. I don't think I have enough men left to not engage the spears. So we are going to lose our artillery, and there's nothing I can do about it, really. Aside from choosing to lose the battle, which I'm obviously not super willing to. Alright. So we can summon some guys over here. We gotta... This has to get tilted in our favor. We can't lose this either. Now let's just summon some guys on the chameleon skinks to try to stop them from working. Just chase them off the map. Coward! Okay, apparently they, Yep, they got in the very instant that we did not have full coverage on the artillery. Get over here and help! Stop running, you cowards! Ah! And the thing is, running is suicide, right? Because we're in march stance. So if my units retreat, we just actually lose. Every one of my units, almost every one of my units actually is in retreat. This is very frustrating. Yeah, it sucks that the moment their cavalry touched my units, everybody broke. I get the slingers breaking, because there's stuff nearby, and the slingers are Skaven slaves and they're terrible. But clan rats? Okay, well. That's that then. We just lost an entire army and inflicted no meaningful losses. We did kill the dinosaur. But, like, look at this. Almost all of their units are at full. We damaged some chameleon skinks, which are irrelevant. 122 kills on the catapults. Yeah, the underperformance of that army was unbelievable. I hate fighting lizardmen. It's crazy how lizardmen are just never fun to fight. That's not true. I had a lot of fun that one time that we were backed up by the College of Pyrotechnics. Alright, well, let's take their city. I guess. We'll start the next episode by taking the city from them. And then they can roll up and they can fight us through the walls if they want. Yeah, that's frustrating as hell, though, man, that we did nothing there. With the exception of the one dinosaur we killed, that army is as dangerous as it was when they attacked us. Ah. Alright, well, nothing else significant has happened. Oh, what is this now? A warlord thought to be loyal honest sends whispers of discontent across your portion of the Under Empire. This reeks of a plot and must be stopped at once. So we can have him spread counter rumors, which will will reduce his loyalty, but it'll give us some public order. Or we can summon the rumor monger and have him explain his actions, then make him grovel and bow in front of your retinue. That'll teach him. Well, this doesn't really, like... My lords all have really high loyalty. I guess I'll do this. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for us for today. A miserable defeat at the end of an episode that I mostly felt really good about. Come back next time to see if we can recover and, of course, follow that recovery by pushing these guys off of this continent entirely. We can probably take them back to the land bridge. I have faith. Yeah, so come back next time for some of that stuff. And we'll see you then.